If you're tired of taking trades that start right but somehow end wrong, the setup might change everything for you. I call it my reset setup, and it's the key to turning trades that used to lose into consistent winners. For years, I'd enter at the wrong time, the market would sweep my stop, and then go into the exact direction I expected. Sound familiar? It's one of the biggest frustrations in trading. What I learned through ICT concepts and smart money behavior is that liquidity grabs are key, the market hunt stops before making the real move. Here's the setup. I wait for liquidity to be taken, which is usually above equal highs or below obvious lows. Once I see manipulation phase, I don't rush in. I wait for clean displacement and structure break. Once I'm able to identify that, I look for clean entries inside the fair value gap around the order block. The simple shift in timing is what stopped me from getting wicked out and helped me start catching full moves. Since I've started using this consistently, I've not only reduced my losing trades, I've also improved my win rate and confidence massively. In this video, I'm going to show you live examples of this setup to show you before and after, and explain how you can start using it the right way. If you're stuck in a cycle of being almost right but still losing, this is the fix, so let's break it down together. So this strategy I'm going to walk you guys through, super simple, and again, you can make tons and tons of profit from it if you do trade it correctly. We'll be using a 15-minute time frame. We're looking for market structure shift, liquidity, and rejection of high / low. That it's not a need for a rejection of the high or low, but it's still good to have the entire 3-step model, because what that does, it increases your win rate and you'll overall become a better trader time and time again. So as you can see, pretty simple, clean, understandable price action. We have a liquidity sweep, pushes into a new high, then we create a low, we break out of that low, and you can see we did reject this high. So we're showing strong signs of actually being a bearish market. What we could do, really simple. What we could do is we could just enter a short position somewhere at the order block, or if anything, we could use the Fibonacci to get an entry. For our stop loss, it can just be just above the high or low, and we can target something favorable like 1 to 2 or even 1 to 3, depending on what's happening in the market. If there's liquidity to target on the other side of the market, depending on how the market conditions is, we can essentially target more, and it's pretty simple. Again, if you guys want us to pass and manage your funded challenge to help you get a payout, and the best part about this is that you don't pay a single penny until you do get that payout. So click the first link in the description and we'll show you guys exactly how you can pass your challenge and get yourself a payout without ever paying a single penny up front. Again, so pretty simple, 15-minute time frame. Again, liquidity, market structure, it's all good. Again, if you guys do watch this video to the end, you'll learn how to trade the strategy and you'll make tons and tons of profit for yourself. So let's get into this. Let's see. So right now we're on the 15-minute time frame, and of course we're just letting the price do its thing, correct? So what we want to see a market structure shift. So you can see right here, we had a market structure shift. Did we have a liquidity sweep? Yes, we did have a liquidity sweep, which was prior to this, which was all the way back here. And you can see we had a liquidity sweep right here as well in the most recent, market patterns. Once you're able to identify that, you can show that it's rejecting the high. If you go on a lower time frame, you can see it did reject the 15-minute high, which is really good. So now essentially what we want to do is we want to be able to enter a clean position. So as you can see right here, we have a 15-minute order block. What we could do is we could enter off of that. We could enter a short position like this, and this is a perfect stop loss, 8 pips, just fine. What we're gonna do on top of that, we're gonna target an easy 1 to 2 R, and this will allow us to scale our trades. As you can see right there, boom, an easy 1 to 2 R. We're gonna let price retrace into that. As you can see, price completely retraced into it, and then it started distributing. And like I said, depending on the market conditions and what's happening in the previous market, you can see that price is pushing lower, probably to take out these structural lows right here. And yeah, it did exactly that before, it did end up having a reversal. So again, if you could just put two and two together, so you can see on the SketchUp example I said, if there's liquidity points towards the other side of the market, you can definitely target more. And in that case, there was. So this went to about a 1 to 4 R, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, let's get into the next example and let's see how that one does play out. And again, if you want us to pass, manage your funded challenges, and get you a payout, click the first link in the description. You don't want to miss out on this, as we've helped hundreds of clients do the exact same thing. So let's get into it now. Let's see. Let's wait for price to get to our trading time. As you can see right here. Boom. So here we go. Now we're into the next session, and again, as we come to the session, we just let price do whatever it wants. If it wants to go up, it can go up. If it wants to go down, it can go down. So you can see we had our market structure shift right here. We had the run on liquidity right here, and obviously if we go to the lower time frame, we did reject this high. So everything is looking good, have clear confirmation, and what we could have done is enter off of this 15-minute order block right here. Could just go short position. And what we'll essentially do is we'll put our stop loss just above the high, like that, and we'll target 1 to 2 R. Now we're targeting 1 to 2 R. Again, you just want to make sense of everything. As you can see, we have some liquidity right here, just to be targeted. And price may want to go into deeper levels and take out that liquidity. And as you can see, it does exactly that. It does end up going to about a 1 to 3. It does end up going deeper than that, actually. So about maybe a 1 to 5. Yeah, so it's pretty good. If you guys do follow the strategy, you're guaranteed to make tons and tons of profit. But I hope you guys did enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.